Hey my friends, Chef Wainaina here. We are still in the dead of winter here, and this delicious curried coconut soup will warm you up, perfect as an appetizer or just as a dish by itself. This soup is all about the butternut squash here, and we'll let it speak for itself. But along the way, we are going to add some carrots. We have some broccoli for garnishing. We are going to add in some apples here. I have an onion, I have some garlic here, I have ginger, some scallions, I have some cilantro here, some curry leaves, and then I have some coconut milk, some honey, olive oil, and then I have some coconut flakes here that we are going to use for garnishing, some curry powder, some chili flakes, a pinch of garam masala, and some pepitas or the butternut squash seeds for garnishing. So we'll start this recipe by first prepping the vegetable side of it. I will start with the butternut squash because it's the star of the recipe. All I need to do is peel this and then dice it into small cubes. Once the butternut squash is all peeled, I will cut it through in half, take out the seeds. Once all the seeds are scooped, I'm going to cut these into dices, just medium-sized dices, and then I'll set it aside. But before then, I'm going to set this piece for garnishing. I will show you what to do with that. Cut them into these nice sizes. Once this is done, I will set this aside. And then for this one, all I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it into very tiny dices. Just about that. Line this up, cut them into. This will be set aside also. So once the butternut squash is done, I will peel one carrot. I'm going to dice this. I will set this in one corner here. This will be for garnishing. I will cut it into much smaller dices, and this I'm going to mix with our squash, put it back. Next I have one onion, once the onion is all peeled, I'm going to dice it, put that together with the carrots. Then I have 3 scallions. All I need here are the whites. Take out this tip. This goes together with the onions. I will chop the greens. These are perfect for garnishing. I will crush about 4 or 5 pieces of garlic here. Once the garlic is all peeled, I'm going to just roughly chop it. The soup will be pureed, so I don't have to worry about this. I need some ginger, about a tablespoon also. Ginger all peeled, just slice it. That should be enough. Then all I need to do with this is just roughly cut it. One green apple here. Apple adds very good flavor, a very good friend of the butternut squash. It's a winter ingredient. They go very well together. Adds a very fruity element to the soup. So all I need with this is just cut them into rough dices. Skin everything on. The skin is packed with a lot of fibers, so this is good for you. So I need that. That will be for finishing the soup. Every time you are cooking, think texture, and also when you're garnishing, think of the same ingredients that are going with the dish they work very well as a garnish for a dish. So this is going to give you sweetness and also some crunch. I have 1 lemon here that I'm going to zest, and then I'm going to use the lemon juice to add with the garnishing apples so that they stay nice and crisp white. They don't oxidize. This will also add a very nice citrusy tone to the soup. So cut this, put this in this container here, squeeze some of this juice, and then toast them, put them aside. This juice will be used with the soup. Our last component for the dish or for the soup will be some broccoli florets. This is definitely optional, but if you want to bump up the dish, especially if you want to make it more like a dish, this works very well. Add more vegetables, mix as many vegetables as you can in your soups. It makes that good difference. This will roast in the oven as the soup cooks. We are going to start our soup by heating this medium-sized pot and then adding a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Into the pot straight away goes our onions and the carrots together with the whites of the scallions. All we need at this point is just to sweat the vegetables. We are not looking for any color. Season, salt and pepper. Once the carrots and the onions have sweated slightly, I'll go in with the ginger and garlic. Give this a stir and continue sweating this for a couple more minutes. All I want at this point is for the garlic and ginger to start releasing their flavors. I will add 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder into the pot. 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala. I'm using garam masala because it has a lot of cloves and cinnamon and cloves are very good friends of butternut squash. Just a pinch of red pepper flakes for just a slight kick. And now everything has come together. I'm going to add the butternut squash. I will add the apples also, and just a few of the broccoli florets. That is optional. I will season the whole thing with a little bit more salt and pepper. Once the spices and all the vegetables have sweated, I'm going to add 2 cups of coconut milk. I'm going to reserve like 2 tablespoons for garnishing the soup at the end. I'm going to top everything with some water. You can use vegetable stock at this point. That's about 4 cups of water. So just to enhance the sweetness of the soup, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of honey. I will throw in 1 tablespoon of coconut flakes, chopped cilantro, 2 bay leaves that I will remove before I blend the soup. And I'm also going to add some curry leaves here. I always have this in my freezer. I love them. These are definitely optional. You can skip them and add just what you have. Give everything a stir. Cover these, cook for about 15 minutes, and then in the meanwhile, I'll turn on my oven to start roasting the garnishes. So in the meanwhile, as the soup continues to cook, I've heated a small pan here. I'm going to add some coconut flakes here. All I need to do is to toast them. And this will be part of our garnish. Onto this small saute pan, add the seeds and toast them. Being careful not to burn them also. By the way, the coconut flakes are unsweetened. Once they are toasted, you want to remove them to the same plate with the coconut flakes. Put them on the side. And then in this same pan, I'm going to add the carrots and the butternut squash. Just add a touch of vegetable oil here, salt and pepper to help them sweat, and then we'll finish them in the oven. Add the broccoli. The whole pan goes into the oven, bake until everything is cooked through. Back to our soup, we'll open the pot, give everything a stir. Check where the seasoning is. Some salt, pepper. Bring this back to a boil and continue cooking. Our soup pot has been bubbling here for about 20 minutes. Time to open the pot and see how it's doing. Go in here. Pull out the bay leaves. You don't have to worry about the curry leaves. They are nice and delicious. The bay leaves are very strong. So I'll fish the second one here. Here we go. And this is ready to finish. Our soup is all done here. So the next thing we are going to do is to blend it nice and silky smooth. Empty it into this blender bowl. You want to fill it that much. Put the lid on, and then you want to start this on low because the soup is still very hot, so you want to be very careful. So turn the blender on low, and then so this looks very silky, very delicious, very beautiful color. I'll give it a taste here. So I will empty this into this new pan here and then continue with the other batch. So just like the first batch, start on low. Our delicious coconut curry soup is all done here. Time to plate it up. So we will take a pile of our roasted garnishing vegetables here, put it at the bottom of the bowl, just like so. Top this with some of the pepitas or the toasted pumpkin seeds. Come with your hot soup and just ladle it around the bowl. It's up to you how much you want of this. So all I'm going to do, garnish this with some of this flaky coconut. Take some of the remainder of the coconut milk and just go around. Just finish it with some scallion greens, a drizzle of olive oil, and there you have it. So there you have it, my friends. All your winter cravings sorted. Let me tell you, my friends, this is a soup that you'll wanna make every week. It's so delicious, it's packed with flavors, it's heartwarming, very comforting. It's a recipe that you'll wanna make for your family or friends, a perfect appetizer, a dish all by itself. It's vegetarian, it's vegan, it's healthy, it's packed with nutrition. Go ahead and try this one, and I'm sure you'll love it. Thank you so much for watching this one. I'll hope to see you in the next one. Just remember, as always, please subscribe, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think about this soup. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. More of this soup.